Hi everyone, I am Dr. A. Rahini, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, ADM College for Women, Autonomous, Nagapattinam. Now I am going to present my topic on ethers. This topic presenting second BSc General Chemistry 4, Unit 4. Okay, let us see that ethers. Introduction. Ethers are organic compounds. The formula of ROR. R means alkyl or aryl group and the bonding attached to the oxygen atom. Ether, any of a class of organic compounds characterized by an oxygen atom bonded to alkyl or aryl groups. Ethers are similar in structure to alcohols, and both ethers and alcohols are similar in structure to water. In an alcohol, one hydrogen atom of a water molecule is replaced by an alkyl group, versus in the ether both hydrogen atom are replaced by alkyl or aryl groups. At room temperature, ethers are pleasant-smelling colorless liquids relative to alcohols. Ethers are generally less dense or less soluble in water and have lower boiling point. And they are relatively unreactive, and as a result they are useful as solvents for fats, oils, waxes and perfumes, resin, dyes and hydrocarbon. Vapors of certain ethers are used in insecticides for soil. Ethers are also important in medicine and pharmacology, especially for use of anesthetics. For example, ethyl ether CH3CH2O CH2CH3, simply known as ether, was first used as a surgical anesthetics in 1842. Codeine A, the pain relieving drug, is the methyl ether of morphine. Because ether is highly flammable, it is a large been replaced by the less flammable anesthetics, including nitrous oxide N2O and the halogen CF3CHCl Br. And then next one is here ethyl ether. Ethyl is an excellent solvent for extractions and for a wide variety of chemical reactions. It is also used as a volatile starting fluid for diesel engines and the gasoline engines in the cold weather. Dimethyl ether is used as a methyl tertiary butyl ether, is a gasoline additive that boosts the octane number and reduce the amount of a nitrous oxide pollutants in the exhaust. The ethers of ethylene glycol are used as a solvent and a plasticides. And then nomenclature of ethers. This is most important part of the ethers. It is a common names of ethers. Simply give the names of the two alkyl groups bonded to oxygen and are to the ether. The current practice is to list the alkyl groups in the alphabetical order tertiary butyl methyl ether, but older names it is often the list is the alkyl groups in increasing order of the size methyl tertiary butyl ether. It is just one alkyl group is described in the name in two identical groups as in the ethyl ether for a diethyl ether. The structure of a CH3O CH3, the IUPAC name is a 2-name ether, IUPAC name is a methoxymethane, common name is a diethyl ether, and the second one IUPAC name is a methoxyethane, it is a common ethyl methyl ether. Next one ethoxyethane and the common name is a diethyl ether. CH3CH2 CH2O CH3 is the IUPAC name is a 1-methoxypropane and the common name is a methyl N-propyl ether. Last one is a CH3CH2O CH3 is a chain reaction of your CH3. It is a position of a second position. So this name of the IUPAC name is 2-methoxypropane and the common name is isopropyl methyl ether. The symmetrical, it is the IUPAC, the names of a ether. Use of more complex group as the root name with the oxygen atom and the similar group named as an alkoxy substituent. Example of example is methoxyethane, methyl ethyl ether, 2-methoxy 2-methylpropane, and then phenyloxy and benzene. It is the IUPAC nomenclature works well as a commons the additional functional groups because the other functional group can be described in the root name. And then next one, physical properties of ethers. The ethyl leg of a hydroxyl group of a alcohols without a strongly polarized OH bond. Ether molecules cannot engage in hydrogen bonding with each other. Ethers do not non-bonding electron pairs on the hydrogen atom. However, and they have formed hydrogen bonds with the other molecules and the alcohols, amines, etc. They have hydrogen, oxygen, or hydrogen bonds. And the ability to form hydrogen, the bond with the other compounds makes ether particularly good solvents for the wide variety of organic compounds and a large number of inorganic compounds. Here, many types of the ether present, name, structure, and melting point and boiling point and the density all gives the different results. Example 1, dimethyl ether structure CH3OCH3, melting point 140 and then boiling point negative 25, density of 0.066. So variety of the names is present here and then changes of the melting point and boiling point also. Next one. Because the molecules cannot engage in hydrogen bonding with each other, they have more lower boiling point than two alcohol with similar molecular weights. For example, the boiling point of diethyl ether CH3H4O is a molecular weight is 74 and the 35 degrees Celsius. And then, but the boiling point of 1-butanol N-butyl alcohol C4H10O molecular weight of 74 and you see a degree Celsius 118 degrees Celsius. And then it is fact of the boiling points of ether are much closer to the alkanes with a similar molecular weights. The boiling point of the pentane C5H12 molecular weight 72 is 30 degrees Celsius, close to the boiling point of a diethyl ether. Next one, complexes of ethers with reagents. And the unique properties of ether, examples that they are strongly polar with a non-bonding electron pair but no hydroxyl groups, and hence the formations and the use of many reagents. For example, Grignard reagents cannot form unless an ether is present to share it is a lone pair of electrons with the magnesium atoms. Then the complex relations of the magnesium atoms stabilize the Grignard reagents and helps to keep in the solutions. The electron deficient reagents are also stabilized by ether. For example, boron PH3 is a useful reagent for making alcohols. Pure boron affects to strimer diboron P2H6, a toxic gas that is inconvenient and hazardous to use. Boron forms stable complexes with ether. However, and it is often supplied and used as a liquid complex with tetrahydroboron. Similarly, in the gaseous boron trifluoride is a more easily used and it is a liquid complex with a diethyl ether called P of3. It is etherate rather than the toxic corrosive gas. Next one important of the ground ethers. We have the many types of ground ethers present here. It is the ground ether are specialized cyclic polyethenes that surround specific metal ions to form ground shaped cyclic complexes. They are named by using the parent name ground by a number of describing the size of the ring and followed by the number of oxygen atoms in the ring. In the ground ether complexes, the metal ion fits into the cavity of the ground ether and is solvated by the oxygen atom. The complex is nonpolar, masked by the alkyl groups of the ground ether. Many inorganic salts can be made soluble in nonpolar organic solvent by the complexing them with the ground ether. Potassium ion K plus are complexed by 18 chrome 6 and then 18 member ring with the 6 oxygen atom. Sodium Na plus by 15 chrome 5. This is a 15 member ring and 5 oxygen atoms. Sodium. It is the next one is here lithium ions Li plus by 12 chrome and 4, 12 membered ring and 4 oxygen atoms. In each of the ground ether complexes, only the cation is solvated by the ground ether. In a non-polar solvent, the anion is not solvated by trucked into the solution by the cation. These para-ions is a non-polar solvents can be much more reactive than the or is a polar solvents that solvent the slides the anion. For example, the 18 chrome 6 complex of potassium permanganate KMO4 dissolved in benzene TQ for fuel benzene with a 4MnO- ion acting as a powerful oxidizing agent. Similarly, the pair OH- ion in sodium hydroxide NaOH made soluble in hexane C6H14 by 15 chrome 5 is a more powerful base and nucleophile than it is when solvated by the polar solvents such as water and alcohol. Synthesis of ether, it is a most important question. It is a 5 mark and 10 mark question. Synthesis of ether. The synthesis of ether is a Williamson ether synthesis. The most versatile method of making ethers is the Williamson ether synthesis. The named for a English chemist Alexander Williamson, so the name is called Williamson ether synthesis, who discovered the method in the 19th century. It is used on alkoxide ion to attack the alkyl halide, substituting the alkoxy OR group of the halide. The alkyl halide must be uncentered, used to primary for or eliminated will complete with the decide and substitution. Being on SN2 reaction, best results are obtained with the primary alkyl halides or methyl halides. Tertiary alkyl halides give the elimination instead of the ether. Secondary alkyl halides will give a mixture of a elimination and substitution. The alkoxide RO can be those of methyl and primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. The reaction is often run with the mixture of the alkoxide and it is a parent alcohol. Alternatively, a strong base may be added to the alkyl to give the alkoxide. Sodium hydride or potassium hydride are popular choices. When non-alkoxide and alkyl halides are present on the same molecules, an intramolecular reaction may result to give a new ring, and works best for 5 and 6 member rings. Then planning the synthesis of a ether using the Williamson, take care to the select the best starting material for the SN2 reaction. Avoid planning of a Williamson involving the tertiary alkyl halide or a phenyl halide. Next one, pi-molecular dehydration. It is in the presence of acid, 2 molecules of an alcohol may lose water to form an ether. In practice, however, this biomolecular dehydration to form an ether completes when unimolecular dehydration to give one alkane. The biomolecular dehydration produces useful yield for ether only with a simple primary alkyl groups such as those in diethyl ether and diethyl ether, dimethyl ether. Dehydration is used commercially to produce diethyl ether. Next one, reaction of ethers. Reaction, first one, cleavage. The ether are good solvents and partly because they are not very reactive. Most ethers can be claved and then however by the hydrochromic acids to give alkyl bromides or by the hydroiodic acids and then to give the alkyl iodides. Auto-oxidation, it is most important one of the auto-oxidation. The auto-oxidation is the spontaneous oxidations of a compound in air. In the presence of oxygen, ether slowly oxides to form hydroperoxide and dialkyl peroxides. If concentrated or heated, these peroxides may explode. To prevent such explosion, ether should be obtained in small quantities, kept it in a tightly sealed container and used promptly. And then isomerism of ethers. This is also important of the ethers groups. Isomerism of the ethers. It is isomerism ether. All those compounds that stand the same molecular formula but different in chemical properties are known as isomers. Isomer arises from the fact that the atom in a molecular formula can be organized in multiple ways to produce compound with a variety of physical and chemical properties known as isomers. In alcohols, the atoms that are bonded to the oxygen atom involves hydrogen and carbon. When the hydrogen atom replaces by another such as the carbon atoms, then alcohol result is isomeric structure known as ether. For example, dimethyl ether is isomeric and methyl ethyl ether is isomeric with propanol. Let's understand how to ether expect different isomerism, the types. First one, functional isomerism. This is a functional isomerism. Ether are always functional isomer of a alcohol. Example, the methoxymethane and then methoxymethane and the ethanol, and then methoxyethane and the propanol. And then the second one is a metamerism. This is a second one is a metamerism. Ethers also show that the phenomenon of metamerism in which ethers have same molecular formula but differ in the size of alkyl group attached on the either side. Examples: the dimethyl ether, and then methyl propyl ether and isopropyl methyl ether. The third one is a chain isomerism. It's a ether having same alkyl groups on the either side of the oxygen, but atoms but differ in the arrangement of the carbon chain within the alkyl groups are called chain isomers. In the example of the above examples of ACD, the groups F are also chain isomer of the another, while B and E is a chain isomer of the another. Next one, the laboratory preparation of a diethyl ether. The ethoxy, it is also the ethoxyethane. When on excess of ethyl alcohol is heated with the concentration sulfuric acids at 140 degrees Celsius, diethyl ether is obtained. The most important of the procedure is a mixture of ethyl alcohol and concentration sulfuric acids in the ratio of 1:1. By volume is taken in the distillation flask. The flask is then fitted with the troughing funnels in the containing alcohols. The flask is heated on the stone pot of 140 degrees Celsius. Ethanol is added at nearly the same rate that of the distillation, so that of the ether formed is continuously received in the receiver kept. It is cooled in the ice cold water. Next one is here purification. How to purify the product of diethyl ether. The distillate thus obtained contains ether, ethyl alcohol, water and sulfuric acids. The acid is removed by the washing with a KOH or NOH alcohol. The solution is then stirred with the anhydrous calcium chloride to remove alcohol. Finally, it is a redistilled to obtain the almost pure ether. Next one, properties of ether. First one, solubility. Ether are slightly soluble in water because some hydrogen bonded can exit between the ether and the water molecules. However, they are freely soluble in non-polar. Example, organic solvents like alcohol and chloroform. Boiling point. The boiling point of ether, so a gradual increases the rise in the molecular weight. Ether are isomeric with the monohydric alcohols, but their boiling points are much lower than the isomeric alcohols. And this is because unlike alcohols, ethers cannot form the intermolecular hydrogen bond. Next one, chemical properties of ether. First, I have here three reactions. First reaction is here reactions involving the etheryl oxygen, the addition reactions. First one, the formation of a peroxides. One of the questions, it is here dangerous to boil sample of the ether stored for the long time. Why? It is here due to the presence of lone pair of electrons on the ethereal oxygen. The ether, when it comes in contact with the atmospheric oxygen, in the presence of sunlight, it reacts with the oxygen form the ether peroxides. Ether peroxides is a highly unstable and they explode the volatility on the heating. The causing serious accident. Therefore, it is dangerous to foil the sample of ether stored for a long time. Second one is a formation of a oxonium salt. The oxonium salt, how to prepare? Since ether can behave as weak Lewis bases, they dissolve in cold and concentrated mineral acids like HCl or H2SO4 to form oxonium salt. The example of protonation from the acids. Ethers give the oxonium salt, diethyl ether give the diethyl oxonium chloride. Diethyl ethers also the presence of concentration sulfuric acids to give the diethyl oxonium hydrogen sulfate is the formed here. And then next one is here second one reaction. The reaction involving the cleavage of a carbon oxygen bond. It is also named as a fission reactions. The reaction with the first one reaction to the halogen acid is name is HF. When ethers are heated with the concentration halogen acids, especially HI and the HBr, the CO bonded is a cleaved and give alcohol and alkyl halides. Increases of a unsymmetrical ether, similar alkyl groups form alkyl iodine and large alkyl group forms the alcohols. Second one is a hydrolysis. The ether can acetic hydrolysis form alkyl. Example of ethoxyethane react with the water molecule on the protonated H plus to give the ethanol. Next one is a reaction with the PCl5 and when ether is heated with the PCl5, it is a CO bond in the ether or in the cleaved and the alkyl chloride is formed as a ethoxyethanes react with the PCl5 to give the product of the chloroethane. Third one reaction of a reaction involving the alkyl groups. Third one is a reaction involving the alkyl groups. Halogenation reaction with chlorine. The product when we head with the ethers react with the halogens, the largely depend on the conditions. For example, we get alba test dichloroethyl ether. The diethyl ethers react with the Cl2 in the dark. It is Cl2 the dark complexes, the formation of the Cl2 dark complexes. And the presence of a light in excess of chlorine, all the hydrogen atom are replaced in chlorine to form the ethoxyethane. They react with the chlorine and the catalyst of the sunlight to give the product of a berichlorodiethyl ether. Next one is a reactions of epoxides with the alcohols. And then epoxides are a three-membered ring. Epoxide is a three-membered ring with the one oxygen atoms in the center. Despite the lack of the suitable leaving groups, they are connected with the hydrogen ring tensors. It is the basic of the reactivity towards nucleophiles. While oxygen is a weak leaving group, the epoxides ring strain the aids in the completing the reaction. The ring strain is caused by the hydrogen carbon geometry not being optimal as the at the angles between the 60 degree instead of 109.5 degree. As it should the sp3 hybridized tetragonal atoms. Because the ring strain is not significant, it is a three-membered epoxide rings. Large cyclic ethers would not be the acid catalyst, hardly catalyst or basic catalyst cleavages under the same conditions. The epoxides ring opening mechanism by alkalosis. Depending on the type of epoxides and the ring, the circumstances, ring opening and then reactions can happen by SN2 or SN1 process. The structure of the resultant will differ depending on the process denominates if the epoxide is asymmetric. When an asymmetric epoxide undergoes the alkalosis in the basic methanol on SN2 process to open the ring, and the less substituted carbon becomes the target of the nucleophilic attack, yielding product of the P product as the yielding products. And in acetic methanols, on the other hand, the solvolysis happens where a process with a strong SN1 characteristics. With the highly substituted carbon, the serving such the attack site as the result product of A has the denominated positions. Thus, the both give the examples of regioselective reaction. The SN2 process is both is the regioselective reactions. And then second is the basic epoxide ring opening. Because there is no acetic available to protonated the oxygen before ring opening in the basic SN2 reaction. The leaving group is an alkalized anion. The ring is unlikely to open without a push for the nucleophilic since in the alkoxide is the poor leaving group, and the nucleophile is the deprotonated negatively charged methoxy ion in extremely powerful. When the nucleophilic substitution process involving the weak leaving group and the strong nucleophile, the SN2 mechanism is very likely to be used. Next one is the acid catalyst epoxides and the ring opening. It is the acid catalyst epoxide ring opening process best described as the hydride or the cause of the SN2 or SN1 mechanism. Thus, oxygen is the first protonated resulting in the suitable leaving group. The carbon atoms bond being the break step 2, allowing a positive charge to accumulate on the more substituted carbon. The nucleophilic attacks the electrophilic carbon step 3. It is before a completing conjugation. Intermediate can develop. And unlike in the SN1 reaction, because the carbon-oxygen bond is still placed to some extent as the SN2 reaction, attack the preferentially occur from the back side. The oxygen prevent the attack from the front side. Next one is the epoxide ring opening mechanism for the hydrolysis. It is a hydrolysis. The trans 1,2-diols are formed when the epoxides are the hydrolyzed 1,2-diols are also called as the vicinal diols or vicinal glycols. The reaction can take place in the both acidic and basic environment. First one is the acidic catalyst hydrolysis. The epoxide's oxygen is protonated in the aqueous acidic circumstance and then attacked by the nucleophilic water. A 1,2-diol product is generated often the deprotonated to the reconstruct the acidic catalyst. The entering water nucleophilic will and the performancially is attacked to the more substituted epoxide carbon is the epoxide is asymmetric. The epoxide rings opening the SN2 like process and the causing the two OH group is a product is a trans to each other. Next one is a basic hydrolysis. It is a basic hydrolysis. It is that during the SN2 reaction is of course basic circumstance. The attack of the hydroxide nucleophilic open the epoxides and the epoxide oxygen react with the water to generate an alkali. It is which is then protonated to form the 1,2-diol product. If the epoxide is asymmetric, the incoming hydrolysis nucleophile with attack the epoxides can that is less substituted, and the two OH groups the result will be trans to each other since the reaction is carried out via of the SN2 mechanism. Epoxide ring opening reactions by Hutchinson basic hydrolysis. This means it is a anhydrous acid can also open epoxides to generate a trans halohydrine when both epoxide carbon are primary and secondary. The halogen anion attacks the less substituted carbon in a reaction similar to the SN2. In a SN1 like reaction, if one of the epoxide carbon is there, tertiary alkyl anions will attack to the tertiary carbon first. Next one, epoxide ring opening by the other nucleophiles. It is here amine hydrolysis Grignard reagents, acetaldehyde anion and hydrides are just a few of the base nucleophiles that can open the ring of the epoxides. On SN2 mechanism is usually used upon the rings. And then additional ring opening stereochemical consideration. And the regiochemical regulation of an asymmetric epoxide ring opening process usually allows for the producing only one stereoisomer. However, if the epoxide is symmetrical, each epoxide can be nearly the same ability to take the nucleophile. When this happens, the resulting product usually has a mix of enantiomers. This is a mix of enantiomers. Next one, most important 2 mark questions. It is the uses of ethers. Ethers are organic compounds that contain an ether groups with an oxygen atom that is connected to 2 alkyl or aryl groups. Thus, ether can be classified into 2 categories. If the alkyl groups are the sum of the both sides of the oxygen atom, that is known as simple or symmetrical ether. In case if they are different, the ether are known as mixed or unsymmetrical. Ether is an extremely flammable chemical and was one of the first anesthetics. Ether is most important one of the anesthetics. They are stored in brown bottle which prevent the interaction of sunlight with the chemical. Thus further prevent the chemical reactions which might cause a fire. Ether form a common linkages in carbohydrates and lignin. Ether is used as a solvent for dissolving oil, resin, petrol, etc. Okay, students, that's it for today's section. Hope you all are understand all the topics in the section. Okay, thank you.